Welcome back to the morning show on XL7 TV. It's time for This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zadora. How are you, sir?
I'm great.
Just another wonderful day in the Ozarks.
It is indeed.
Nice and cool this morning, warmer in the afternoon, cooler in the morning.
Yeah.
What more could you ask for?
It's perfect.
This has been This Week in Real Estate.
Pretty much. I mean, it's, things are going well, dealing with people and dealing with little problems here and there and getting them straightened out, and which is a big part of the job anyway, that, fixing little things that you go, whoops, didn't know about that.
But as you catch them while they're little things, they don't turn into big things at closing.
Exactly. So we get to closing.
So you can actually get to closing.
And we don't want the little things to get big and people getting, there's a number of deals that have blown up because of over-inspection, because of people just flat getting cold feet. The inspection stuff could have been repaired, and I talked to Chris Nassari and the numbers that, using his numbers because he's seeing a much bigger picture than we are. People just, we're not going to do it. And we'll use that drippy water faucet as the excuse. And it just is right now. It's just the nature. There's, little tension in the land, throughout the land, and people aren't sure what they're going to do. It's tough.
So let's talk about this for just a minute. In that situation, and you have the new buyer representative agreements.
Yep.
If the deal blows up, there's no exchange.
Actually, we've done our job to get them to that part that they, they're under contract and stuff, but probably not. I think that'd be a tough. That'd involve like lawsuits and litigation, and it's not up to the agents to decide that I'm going to sue you. That's the brokerage. The brokerage owns the listings. The brokerage owns the whole deal. We're independent contractors working for the brokerage.
Right.
We get our end from the brokerage, which is a good thing, tax-wise, Social Security, Medicare, all of the other things that you would have if we were all just literally working for ourselves, not for the brokerage. It'd be a whole different economic situation. So I ain't complaining. You win some, you lose some, and that's all you got to do. But you got to look at it that way. You look at it and say next, and move on.
Yeah.
You can't carry that stuff with you.
The old story is some will, some won't. So what?
That's good. I like that too. I like that. That's good. Yeah. You may hear that again.
And just let it roll.
Yeah, you have to. You can't, because if you carry that stuff with you, just
and
frustrating.
Cut me off.
He's got to get fixed here. So he's got to get ready. He's got a big football game tonight.
He does. Got to clear his throat.
Got to get himself squared away and rest up. I thought after the past week that you would have recouped a little.
Yeah, I would have thought the same thing. Yeah, I would have thought the same thing. The business in general has been steady.
It's been steady. And that's good. I think that we'll see, once we get past the election over the next month, no matter what happens, we'll start moving again. I think it'll be busier if Kamala wins. I think you'll see more people bailing out of the bigger cities, continue to bail. But I think at a faster rate. Not
necessarily is a good thing.
No, because it depends on who's coming. I agree. And, when we talk to people before, I like to get them on the phone and chat them up a little bit. I don't come out, why are you a Democrat or Republican? But just kind of get their feelings and, that they realize that people need to realize this is small town America. This is not where you're trying to get away from. And the people that live here don't want it to be where you're trying to get away from. And people need to understand it. I've taken people and spent a whole day with them, didn't show them a single house, just showed them the area. Take them over to Walmart, to Harps, to the hospital, library, the dam, take them down to Cotter, let them walk in the White River a little bit, and just kind of get a feel for what's here. Now, is this where you want to be? If you're looking for a more active social life, a more active nightlife, look a little farther west.
You're about 150 miles from the destination you need to be.
Yeah. And I tell them, we can go. I'm not beyond driving up to Branson for lunch. You know, drive to Eureka Springs, drive to Fayetteville, get what things, big city things that I need, and then coming back and spending the night here in my nice, safe home in Mountain Home. So we find that that's the best solution for that. But not everybody's saying, no, there's nothing to do. What do you do after 6 o'clock when they roll the sidewalks up? Well, Friday nights we go to football games and, or basketball, whatever the case may be. There are things to do, but not as many as you're used to coming from a town of 3 million people. It's not the same.
Yeah.
It's just not going to be the same. Oh, how come you don't have this or you don't have that?
Because we're not so.
Because we don't need it.
Yeah.
There's nothing you can't. I tell people there's nothing you can't get here. You may not have as many varieties of it. You may when you walk into Harps or Walmart or Town and Country, you walk in and you want ranch dressing, so you may choose between 6 brands instead of 30, and you just kind of adjust. It's wonderful. There's things you're gladly giving up to be here. That's really the bigger part of it. To live here, and we call it God's country. The quality of life issues, and I talked about this to a couple of people this week. We had a couple here from Montana, 2 couples. We had a couple here that came here from Montana. Linda talked to a couple from Montana, and they're bailing too. It's a tough thing to do, to sit there, a place that you've lived in, 20, 30 years, and realize that this isn't home anymore. The Californication of a lot of these western states, and it takes a toll on the people that live there, and it's going to take a toll politically though too, because you'll start to flip House seats, you'll start to flip Senate seats, and that'll change the dynamic throughout the rest of the country. So, that's not really political. That's just a fact of life. That's what's going to change those states, and that's what we're trying to get away from: the higher taxes, the different tone of the state. That was like, man, it sure wasn't like this when we were kids. Well, really, no place is anymore like it when you were kids.
As change happens, change happens.
Sure.
Even here, this is
Oh.
not the same place that I grew up in.
Well, no, I mean, originally, it went to College Street was the edge of town, right? Then it jumped kind of the Cardinal, and now
Cardinal was in '73. Cardinal was pretty much the city limit.
Yeah. When you look at where Clay Maxey is, that was out in the middle of nowhere. I'm told. I wasn't here then. I don't know, but I'm told that was like out in the middle of nowhere
when they
that
built
was
the
built.
Ramada Inn.
Yeah.
At the stoplight, which there was no stoplight.
No stoplight.
That was like they were building this big Taj Mahal out in the middle of a cornfield or a hayfield. And so now that's just midway through town.
Yeah, right.
But the population has not increased as much. It was 6,000 when we came in '73, and it's a little over 12,000 now.
12 and some change.
So it's doubled in 50 years.
Yeah, but the surrounding area has grown.
Right.
The population of Mountain Home, and that's one of the things that we deal with. People say, man, it's an awful small town. I said, yeah, but you come here on a Saturday in July and August, and there's 45,000 people here.
And that's the whole point. The city of Mountain Home may be, say, 13,000 to round it up. But the shopping population, we're the biggest community for 50 miles any direction.
Those people that come for the hospital.
It's 50 to 60,000.
Yeah, they come here for employment. You get people there. It's a lot of people. If I'm heading up north, I like to get a jump on it in the morning. And the number of people that are driving in from Missouri, and I'm guessing that's all to go to work. There's a lot of people that come down to work here. So we're big for employment. We're big for shopping, like you say. We are the real hub here, and that makes a big difference for the area. The population of town isn't as big, but the number of people that come to the town, that's what it does. And the city's got a plan like that. They got to plan their fire and police, public services for these extra people that are coming in that aren't living here paying taxes and contributing to the city, contributing with their sales tax.
The people that you're getting calls from, and the people that are coming here to see what's available, age group, demographics of age.
Younger
40, 50?
retirees, in their 50s, mid-50s, mid
early 60s.
Yeah, we're getting, people are retiring a little earlier. They're making, they have the ability to do that and the wherewithal to do that, and they're doing it. They're saying, we want to be able to live our lives for a while, and that's a good place to do that.
And with the new ability to work from home, a lot of them working remote.
Right. A lot of remote living, working.
Take a look at your numbers.
This week in real estate, there were 58 new listings come on the market, 4 commercial properties, 20 parcels of land, 34 homes came on the market. They range in price from $45,000 to $649,000. 6 of those are taken back up. So stuff that's priced right, that's ready to go, is going. There were 30 sales, 2 commercial properties, 6 parcels of land, 22 homes sold. They range in price from $52,000 to $498,000. The average sale price this week was $199,000. The average list price when those houses came on the market was $206,000. 75 days on market. So again, nice small numbers. Total of $4.3 million in residential real estate closed this week. 19 properties expired. There were 32 residential price changes. Currently, there's 362 homes on the MLS. Year to date, for 2024, there's been 812 homes have sold. The average sale price is $242,000 with 92 days on market. For 2023, there had been 832 homes that sold, so difference of only like 20 homes. Average sale price last year was $228,000. That's where your difference is, with 86 days on market. So it's still, it's not a bad market. We'd like to see it be a little better, but things are still moving. Homes are being sold, land's being sold, number of commercial properties have sold over the year, and different businesses have come in, and we've seen that. Mm-hmm. You look and you see, what are they doing over there? What's that going to be? I see that so-and-so closed. Those types of things. Mm-hmm. You see the contractor's trucks in front of a place to close down and say, what's it going to be? Just to kind of get an idea of what's coming in, because people that are coming here, they get the, I always wanted to people. I always wanted to be this. I always wanted to do that. And they can come here and they can do that. You can be whatever it is you want to be when you come here. You get a fresh start. And that's really the biggest. It truly is a land of opportunity here. Mm-hmm. You see the different things that are going on, different restaurants, just little businesses that pop up.
You got to take that step.
Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Just go to the Cotter Market tomorrow on Saturday. They have done such a good job down there. Talking about small town America, they've done a great job with their market down there in Cotter, and it's people that were at other markets throughout the general area. They're there because we're doing business here. Mm-hmm. And that's pretty cool.
How they get you?
Don't get me. Call Linda. She's at 870-405-0793. The website's retiredtoarkansas.net. You can there's different places on there, contact us. Just do that, send her an email. You can text her, whatever's easiest for you, and we'll do whatever we can do to help you out. 870-405-0793. Go Bombers.
This has been This Week in Real Estate with Bob Zador. 870-405-0793 is the number. Retiredtoarkansas.net is our website. Go there. Click on MLS listings. See what they've got, then give them a call. We'll be back in just a moment with the coaches. It's Friday football.